with all the rain we get around here, it's easy to forget how important watering can be to all those plants and your lawn. And if you've ever wondered about the best watering tools and gadgets, well, Ciscoe Morris has tried most of them, and he's back, of course, to share his faves. Thank you for being here as always.
I love it.
We love it. Okay, so that would be something I would think. It rains so much here, so we don't really need to worry about it, but you say, no, we do.
We have a Mediterranean climate. So that means all summer we get almost no rain at all. So starting from about mid-May usually, we get only 5 inches of rain until the end of September.
Oh gosh.
I grew up in Wisconsin, you know. Bratwurst and cheese. Yeah, that if you see cheese coming out my ears, that's why.
There we go, that's why.
We had 20 inches of rain during that time.
Oh my goodness.
So we're in a kind of a summer drought here, and watering is critical.
When should we be watering our lawns? Like every day? Is this
No.
Okay.
You know, the worst thing you could do is water a little bit often for lawns.
Okay.
So what you want to do, you want to put an inch of water down with your sprinkler, and the way you figure that out, you get some plant saucers, measure an inch up, and magic marker or a mark, put a bunch out, time how long it takes to fill that, most of them to 1 inch. That's how long you run your water on your lawn, once a week.
Once a week. Gosh, you have the best tips. I clearly don't know what's going on. You brought your favorite watering tools though, so we're gonna walk through them, starting
I love
with
to tweet a lot of watering tools.
Post mount sprinkler. What is this? Why is it great to have?
So cool.
Golly.
So, you know, we try and run, let's say you want to run that sprinkler.
Yes, that's what I'm used to seeing.
If you have a garden like mine with 8 billion flowers and plants in it, I can't run this. It just hits all the plants.
Oh.
So you could put this on any kind of post you can find, and you just pound it in a little bit,
clamp
stick
it in.
this on it.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah, so look, you could make that any height you want. So if there were a bunch of bushes, it would be going above them. And you can aim these things. This is, by the way, the best kind of waterer there is, because it puts out the water in big drops, kind of slow.
Yeah.
And so the water soaks in better than it does with, I love that sprinkler right there.
I do too, that's the OG.
Yeah, that is wonderful, an oscillating sprinkler. But this is really good because you can put it anywhere.
I mean, yeah, and like you said, it's not just hitting low in one plant. Also, one that I'm really excited about looking at is 2 places for a garden hose. This guy.
Is that cool or what?
This is so cool because you're not fighting with somebody, right?
Yeah, Mary and I over the hose. We're both, no, you have it. It's my turn to water.
I somehow feel like this has happened to you and your wife, potentially, in the garden. You don't have to tell me. But that's what we're seeing. Okay, the video on how it clamps on there.
See, you can decide how much power you want with just turning that little black lever.
And it saves water, you were saying too? How? With the lever, like being able to...
Yeah, you can determine how much pressure you want. So you don't have to have it going full blast when you don't need it.
I know. Okay. And
Yeah,
then many of
nice.
us have hanging pots too, and you have something for that too, a little
If
wand,
you've got
right?
a hanging pot, think what it would be like trying to water a hanging pot with this. You're going to end up soaked.
Good point.
But this guy right
because of the
there,
curve?
yeah, that is made for hanging pots. And it works so good. It's unbelievable. So you can stand far enough back that all that water that pours out doesn't end up on your head, you know.
What is your most important go-to watering tool out here?
Well,
If you had to pick.
all right, if I had to pick, I think I'd pick this guy.
Why?
This is my hand nozzle. This is like the 6-gun in the Old West. I sleep with this under my pillow, you know. And this is so nice. So it's just a hand nozzle.
Yeah.
Goes on the end of the hose. I got a little swivel thing on there. And so it's all with your thumb.
Oh, that makes it easy.
So you can have whatever pressure you want. This only has 2 settings. This is my favorite one. You got that. This is blast the livid tweedle out of it. So,
And then a shower one,
and then
right?
a shower, which is really nice and gentle to water your pots and everything. You know, sometimes I use these other ones, but there's one other thing I quick want to show you.
I know we got to get to the timer too.
Okay.
Okay, go.
This is a quick coupler. So here your hose is attached to this. You just right on there, so you don't screw all
Yeah.
that. So the timer you have to have.
Yes.
That's absolute necessity. I had a dentist. He retired now, but a really neat guy. He set out a soaker hose along the side of his house to water. Forgot it was on, went on vacation, came back a week later, 4 feet of water in his basement. If he'd have had a timer on there, I'll tell you,
It's
timers.
a necessity.
It's a necessity.
Thank you so much, Ciscoe.
Oh,
You know we
no.
love you. And as you can see, Ciscoe loves all of his Dram products, famous for their rain wands that are easy to use, and plants just love them. Dram is launching 2 new products for spring, the post-mount impulse sprinkler that Ciscoe showed you, and it lets you attach your sprinkler to existing fence posts. And then this one, the high flow twin shutoff right there. And this lets Ciscoe run one hose to his side of the yard and then the other hose to Mary's side of the yard.
A necessity.
Or a necessity. If you needed water to the front and the back, it has you covered there too. You can find all of these products at dram.com.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Dram.